Archangel Michael says, "Listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal to you tonight is not something ordinary, it is not something you can ignore, and it is not something you can postpone for another day." A man in a black car has been circling your home every night, watching, waiting, and monitoring silently. You may have thought it was coincidence, or maybe you dismissed it as paranoia, but I tell you now, this is no accident. The truth behind it will leave you speechless, because it is directly tied to your destiny, your breakthrough, and the battle between heaven and hell over your life. Do not mistake his silence for harmlessness. The one circling you is not just a man, but an instrument being used, whether knowingly or unknowingly, to stop what God is about to release over your life. For nights he has circled, for nights he has watched, but you were never meant to live in fear, because heaven has been watching him. Every time his tires moved around your house, heaven marked it down. Every time his headlights passed your window, angels were standing guard. Every time he slowed near your street, your name was spoken in the courts of heaven. You are not alone. Archangel Michael says, "This black car represents more than flesh and blood. It is a sign of those who want to circle around your blessings, those who want to circle around your breakthroughs, hoping to steal what was never theirs. They are trying to delay your joy, to intercept your financial release, to confuse your relationships, and to weaken your spirit. But listen, the circle they are making is being broken tonight. The endless loop of intimidation is shattering, because the fire of God is rising, and the one who watches you in the shadows will be exposed to the light. You feel it in your spirit already. The uneasiness you've carried, the restless sleep, the sudden alertness in the middle of the night, that was not random. It was your spirit warning you. It was heaven shaking you awake so you would know, someone has been circling your life, but not for long. Because what is hidden must come to the surface. Secrets cannot remain secrets forever. And the truth behind this presence is about to be revealed in a way that will shock you. Archangel Michael says, "The black car is a symbol of the darkness that has tried to follow you. It is the reminder of jealousy, envy, and ill intent that others have carried against you. But why are they circling you? Because they know something you have not fully seen yet, that your season of blessing has arrived. They know that God has placed favor over your home. They know that your destiny has been unlocked. And so they circle, trying to stop you, trying to watch for the right moment to strike. But no matter how many laps they make around your life, they cannot enter what heaven has sealed. You may ask yourself, why me? Why would someone be circling my home, my life, my destiny? And Archangel Michael says, because you are chosen. Because your name is written in light. Because your inheritance is greater than you know. And the enemy will always circle what he fears he cannot destroy. He circles to scare, but cannot enter without permission. He circles to intimidate, but cannot cross the line drawn by God. He circles because your blessing is already on the way, and he knows that once it enters, his grip is broken forever. Now listen, the truth will leave you speechless. The one in the black car is not just circling your physical home. It is a spiritual shadow of all those who have circled your life with fake love, with hidden agendas, with secret words spoken against you. They smiled in your face but circled behind your back. They clapped for you publicly but plotted privately. They waited for your downfall while pretending to support you. And now, heaven has decided their circling must end. Archangel Michael says, heaven's armies are already surrounding your home. A greater circle is now drawn. While the black car circled you in darkness, angels are now circling you in fire. While the enemy tried to watch, God's watchmen are now standing with swords drawn. The fear that was meant for you is now returning to them. And soon, the truth will be unveiled, and you will see why they circled in the first place. You will see that it was not about your weakness, but about your strength. It was not about your emptiness, but about your fullness. It was not about your defeat, but about your unstoppable victory. Do not be afraid when the exposure happens. Because those who circle will no longer have power to hide. Their faces will be revealed, their motives uncovered, and the darkness they carried will no longer intimidate you. What once made you anxious will now make you laugh, because you will realize, they circled and circled, but never entered. They circled and circled, but never touched. They circled and circled, but you still stand. And the truth is, you are still rising. Archangel Michael says, from tonight forward, your home is sealed. Your name is written on heaven's scroll. No black car, no shadow, no whisper of evil can undo what God has decided over your life. The truth is, their circling was a sign, not of your danger, but of your destiny. They circled because heaven's favor shines too brightly on you. They circled because your breakthrough is too powerful to ignore. They circled because the blessing you carry is not just for you, but for generations after you. So now, stand strong. Do not tremble when you see the black car again, for it is already defeated. Do not panic when you feel watched, because heaven watches more closely. Do not doubt when fear whispers, because God's voice thunders louder. You will not be taken, you will not be stolen from, you will not be destroyed. Instead, you will be elevated, protected, and crowned. And when the truth is revealed, it will leave you speechless, not in fear, but in awe of how far God went to protect you. It will leave you speechless when you realize how many nights heaven guarded you. It will leave you speechless when you see how many plans were broken before they could ever reach you. It will leave you speechless when you understand, you were never alone in the dark. The man in the black car may have circled, but Archangel Michael says heaven has circled you longer, and heaven's circle can never be broken. Archangel Michael says, listen closely, because the moment you hear these words, your spirit will begin to recognize that what has been circling around you is not just physical, but spiritual. A man in a black car has circled your life, your home, your blessings, and it was meant to make you question your safety, your destiny, and your strength. But tonight, I reveal to you that every circle of darkness is breaking. Every shadow that has tried to intimidate you is being shattered. You are not watching this by mistake, you were guided here, because the heavens have decided that you must hear this warning and this promise. You felt the presence, didn't you? That strange sensation that someone is keeping track of you, that something unseen is lurking just outside your window. You dismissed it, you told yourself it was nothing, but the uneasiness has not gone away. The reason is because your spirit knows the truth. It is not just a man circling in a car, it is a reflection of the evil that has circled your destiny for years. They've circled to take your peace, circled to take your money, circled to take your relationships, circled to stop your future. But Archangel Michael says, their circling ends tonight. What you must understand is this: circles represent cycles. And this black car circling you is a sign of the cycles of pain, cycles of betrayal, cycles of loss, cycles of attacks that you've endured. Every time you thought you escaped, it came back again. Every time you started to rise, the same battles reappeared. And now, heaven has allowed this vision, this warning, to let you know, the cycle is being broken. No more endless circles. No more repeated pain. The wheel of darkness is stopping, and a new path of victory is opening. Archangel Michael says, when you see the black car, do not fear. For what was meant to scare you is being used as confirmation that heaven is near. You are surrounded, yes, but not by danger. You are surrounded by angels, by divine fire, by heavenly watchmen who will not let harm reach your dwelling. The one who circles cannot cross the line that heaven has drawn. The one who watches cannot enter the circle of fire that God has placed around you. And soon, you will witness how powerless they truly are. Let me tell you why he circles at night. Night is the enemy's chosen time, because he believes darkness can hide him. But nothing is hidden from the eyes of heaven. As he sits in his car, angels sit on your roof. As he drives past your home, a wall of fire burns invisible to human eyes. As he watches, Archangel Michael watches him back. You are not the one being stalked, you are the one being shielded. The truth that will leave you speechless is this: what they thought they were circling to destroy is already sealed for victory. Your finances that they wanted to steal are about to multiply. Your relationships they tried to break are about to strengthen. Your health they circled to weaken is about to be restored. Your joy they wanted to rob is about to overflow. And when you see this happen, you will remember, every circle of darkness was only proof that you were carrying something worth fighting for. Archangel Michael says, you have lived under attack, but now you will live under protection. You have endured circling shadows, but now you will walk in unshakable light. Do not fear the black car. Do not fear the whispers of those who plotted. Do not fear the ones who secretly hope to see your downfall. For they will fall into the trap they set for you. They will be caught by the net they laid at your door. They will choke on the words they spoke against you. And you will rise higher, stronger, untouchable. You were not meant to hear this message lightly. It is a prophetic warning and a divine announcement. Heaven is saying, no weapon formed against you will prosper. The circle of fear is ending, and the circle of blessing is beginning. Your nights will no longer be filled with restlessness, but with peace. Your days will no longer be clouded by suspicion, but with clarity. The black car that circled will fade away, and you will see it no more, because God's hand is upon you. Archangel Michael says, your story is shifting. This night marks the breaking of old patterns. The man in the black car is just a shadow of the jealousy, envy, and curses of those who tried to circle you with evil. But heaven says their circle is broken, their grip is destroyed, and their power is no more. From now on, only goodness and mercy will circle your home, your steps, and your destiny. And remember these words written into your spirit tonight: what they meant for evil, God is turning into your greatest testimony. The truth behind what has circled you will not leave you afraid, it will leave you speechless in awe of how powerfully heaven has fought for you. Archangel Michael says, there are times when heaven allows you to see the shadow of what is circling you, not to terrify you, but to alert you that something in the unseen realm is shifting. The man in the black car is not random, his circling is not meaningless. It is the physical reflection of a spiritual struggle that has been going on around your life. And now that you are aware, you can no longer live blind to it. Heaven is calling you to pay attention, because the moment you are aware, the moment you open your eyes, the darkness loses its grip. You have to understand this. The black car is a sign of monitoring spirits. These are not just people, these are forces that have been watching your progress, studying your movements, waiting for weak moments to attack. Have you noticed how just when you are about to rise, something always interferes? Just when your finances are about to break through, unexpected setbacks circle you. Just when you feel love coming into your life, suddenly confusion appears. That is the pattern of circling. They never come once. They repeat. They cycle. They circle. And Archangel Michael says tonight, enough is enough. I see nights where you laid awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering why you couldn't rest. I see moments when your heart felt heavy, when fear whispered to you, when anxiety made you restless. That was not your imagination. That was your spirit warning you that something was moving around you. And though you did not see it, heaven saw it. Though you did not understand it, angels understood. Though you did not have the words for it, God was already writing the ending of it. Archangel Michael says, the black car circling your home is a mirror of the enemy circling your life, but you must hear me clearly, their circle is breaking. For years you thought you were under attack, but now you will see that you have always been under protection. For years you thought you were the victim, but you are about to realize you were always the victor. The only reason they circled so long is because they knew they could not enter. They tried to intimidate, but could not invade. They tried to frighten, but could not destroy. Now I must tell you the deeper truth. The man in the black car is not just circling because of you. He is circling because of what is about to be released through you. There is a blessing, a destiny, a door that is about to open, and the enemy knows that if you walk through it, the generations after you will never be the same. He is circling because he fears your awakening. He is circling because he fears your anointing. He is circling because he knows once you rise, you will not rise alone, your family, your children, your bloodline will rise with you. That is why Archangel Michael says, you must not shrink back. Do not hide in fear. Do not cower in the shadows. Because what they tried to use to scare you is now being turned into your sign of victory. Every lap around your home has been recorded in heaven's scroll. Every night of watching has been witnessed by the angels. And now the gavel has fallen in heaven's court, their circling ends, and your freedom begins. The truth behind it will leave you speechless because you will discover that the one in the black car was never in control, you were. Every step of your life has been ordered. Every night of your tears has been counted. Every prayer you whispered in the dark has been heard. You thought you were vulnerable, but heaven says you were always guarded. You thought you were weak, but heaven says you were always stronger than you knew. Archangel Michael says, let this be the last night you tremble. Let this be the last night you allow shadows to steal your peace. Let this be the last night you believe you are alone. Because from now on, the only thing that will circle you is divine light, divine favor, and divine fire. Your home is surrounded. Your heart is surrounded. Your destiny is surrounded. What once circled you in fear will now circle you in blessing. What once tried to stop you will now push you forward. What once intimidated you will now serve as proof of how unstoppable you truly are. And when the truth is revealed, when the reason behind the circling comes to light, you will not be shaken. You will be speechless in awe of how God turned what was meant for your destruction into your confirmation. Archangel Michael says, hold on a little longer, because heaven's revelation is unfolding. The car may still circle, but its power is gone. The shadows may still linger, but the light is stronger. The fear may still whisper, but your faith is louder. Tonight, the circle is broken, and your destiny is sealed. Archangel Michael says, listen, because the words I speak to you now are not ordinary words, they are a sword of light cutting through every shadow that has hovered over your life. For too long, you have been observed by eyes that do not wish you well. For too long, cycles have repeated themselves around you. For too long, your spirit has been restless at night while others slept in peace. That man in the black car who circles every night is not a coincidence. He is a messenger of darkness, an agent of monitoring, a sign that forces of jealousy and envy have been trying to find a way into your life. But hear me now, heaven has declared that what is circling you cannot touch you. What has been watching you cannot devour you. What has been sent against you will collapse under its own weight. The black car is only a shadow, but the light of heaven is greater than any shadow. I see the weariness in your soul. You've carried the burden of feeling unsafe, of feeling misunderstood, of wondering if the very ground beneath your feet could be pulled away. You've asked in your heart, why does this keep happening to me? Why do I feel watched, followed, or targeted? And the answer is because you carry something the enemy cannot duplicate. You carry a divine signature, a heavenly code written into your spirit. And anything marked by heaven will always attract both angels of light and enemies of darkness. The difference is, the light wins, always. Archangel Michael says, "Let me reveal to you the deeper reason behind this circling. It is not just about you, it is about your assignment. There is a purpose on your life so great that if you saw it fully right now, you would fall to your knees in awe. The enemy sees glimpses of it, and that is why he circles you. He circles because he fears the moment you realize who you are. He circles because he knows that once you step into your full power, nothing will ever stop you again. He circles because he knows you are a threat to every chain of bondage in your family line, a breaker of generational curses, a restorer of what was lost, a carrier of freedom. But tonight, the truth comes to you, you are already breaking the cycle. You are already rising higher than the darkness ever imagined. The black car circles, but it cannot enter. The enemy watches, but he cannot touch. And soon, those who try to intimidate you will become the ones who tremble, because the power of heaven is wrapping around you like a wall of fire. Do you know what happens when heaven says, "Enough"? The earth shakes. The plans of men collapse. The plots of enemies dissolve. The monitoring eyes are blinded. And Archangel Michael says heaven has said, "Enough." Enough circling. Enough watching. Enough intimidation. The enemy's time is over, and your time has begun. The truth that will leave you speechless is that what was circling your life in darkness has now exposed itself. Its presence is proof that your breakthrough is closer than you think. They do not circle empty people, they circle chosen people. They do not watch ordinary destinies, they watch extraordinary ones. They do not follow those with no light, they follow those who shine too brightly to be ignored. That is who you are. That is why they circle. And now heaven declares, you will not be broken. You will not be delayed. You will not be silenced. Instead, your voice will grow louder, your influence stronger, your blessings greater. What circled you will be scattered. What monitored you will be dismantled. What intimidated you will vanish like smoke. Archangel Michael says, remember this, your home is not just brick and wood, it is a sanctuary. Angels stand at every corner. Fire burns invisibly at your gate. Your roof glows in the spirit with heaven's covering. The black car may pass, but it is powerless against a house marked by the blood of divine promise. Your children are covered. Your family is covered. Your finances are covered. Your heart is covered. This circling has lasted long enough, but it will not last forever. Heaven has drawn a line the enemy cannot cross. And in the days ahead, you will see strange things happen, the watchers will vanish, the plans will crumble, and the very people who circled you in secret will find themselves exposed publicly. And when that happens, you will not feel fear, you will feel awe. Awe that God was protecting you all along. Awe that every sleepless night was not wasted. Awe that heaven truly never left your side. Archangel Michael says, hold these words deep in your heart. Do not let the shadows deceive you. Do not let fear steal your strength. For the one who has circled you will soon circle no more. The truth is this, you are untouchable when heaven surrounds you. You are unstoppable when heaven goes before you. And you are unshakable when heaven fights for you. And when you realize this, the fear will lift. You will breathe lighter. You will sleep deeper. You will wake stronger. And the truth will leave you speechless, because you will finally understand, you were never surrounded by darkness. You were always surrounded by light.